Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Royal author Tom Bower is in favour of stripping Harry and Meghan of their titles. In his Daily Mail column, Bower writes, "Surely the time has come for the King to cancel the titles and withdraw the titles from their children. Until now, Charles has been too tolerant about the Sussexes' money-grabbing antics. The King failed to stamp down on the Sussexes after the Oprah Winfrey show. That would have been the wise course of action. Throughout this time, King Charles has been too lenient with a couple who have earned their living room from damaging the royal family in Britain. It's time that changed. This latest breach of trust, a clear attempt to make money from their royal status, should be punished. Once the King recovers from cancer, he should make clear that the Sussexes are no longer members of the royal family and not welcome in Britain." Despite Mr. Bower's comments, it is not down to the King to decide if the couple should be stripped of their royal titles, as it would need to be done by an Act of Parliament. Conservative Bob Seeley has previously stated that Meghan and Harry should have their titles revoked. He said, "You can't quit the royal family, keep all your titles and spend all your time trying to undermine it. If you want to be private, give up your titles." Mr. Bower also claimed that the new launch is evidence, at least to him, of how hardened Harry and Meghan have become in their opposition to the monarchy. Royal expert Kinsey Schofield told Talk TV, "I'm not as upset as other people are about them using their titles in their names because they are irrelevant here in the States, and I don't think that people really care. But I don't think that the royal family cares because they have had plenty of time to take it away from them." PR expert Mark Borkowski told The Sun, "Harry and Meghan have been floundering for some time. There are a number of challenges they've had to face, primarily that their Netflix and Spotify contracts weren't renewed. Then we saw messaging about them moving back to Hollywood, which was telegraphing that they were available for business. Everything that they have done has always been a bit of a knee-jerk, a bit desperate. It became a lunge for money, for revenge, and to create clickbait. It doesn't seem to suggest that there's a coordinated strategy. If you look at the whole thing, from Oprah right the way through to Harry's appearance with James Corden, the book, The Story Spinning, has just been a catastrophic disaster. Archibald just hasn't connected, so many things haven't worked, so you refresh, you rebrand. And Sussex has had all the royal connotations. They're grabbing hold of royal patronage. It's an attempt to dump the negativity and failure to restart." The Mirror pointed out Meghan spent a year working as a briefcase girl on Deal or No Deal, but there's no mention of that part of her career on her brand new website. Palace Intrigue will be right back. About once a week, we like to check in on the Kate is wonderful narrative in the tabloids, but with Princess Catherine still out of the picture, both we and the tabs have been forced to look at some other royals for their own wonderfulness. SheKnows.com went with Princess Eugenie shares sweet birthday tribute for son Oggy, and these royals are so down to earth. They write, "We've seen snippets of normalcy from most members of the royal family. There was the time Prince Harry brought Princess Lilibet to a 4th of July parade, the time Prince William revealed that Prince George listens to AC/DC, and the fact that Prince Louis has been allowed to break royal tradition and wear pants. Gasp, how suburban of them. But Princess Eugenie may have just established her and her family as the most down-to-earth royals. The daughter of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson posted a sweet birthday tribute on Instagram for her son August's 3rd birthday, and we just can't get over how normal it all is. In the first photo of the carousel, Princess Eugenie and Oggy sit on the ground on some kind of concrete surface outside, maybe a driveway. They're leaning up against a brick wall, and Oggy is leaning into his mum with a huge grin on his face. They've swapped tiaras and crowns for beanies and bike helmets and are rocking some outdoor boots. Looks like Oggy could have just finished up a bike ride on a fall day, and now the two are just resting on the ground. She's literally down to earth. In the next photo, Princess Eugenie is giving Oggy a smooch on his lips and holding a ketchup-covered hot dog, because apparently she's as American as she is laid back. In the third, she holds both her boys who look like they're in their pajamas. Their backs are to the camera, and Eugenie's face is peeking between them. She has messy hair, little makeup, and the biggest smile. We're not so sure how the palace felt about these stripped-down photos, but we love how genuine they are. There is little to report on the Kate front. An insider told The Sun that Kate is on the mend, while a pal told the Daily Mail Catherine is recovering well. She was looking forward to a change of scene and will be able to take it easy in Norfolk while the children let off steam with William. The absence of Kate didn't stop Hello magazine, though. They stretched and came up with 7 times sporty Princess Kate proved she's queen of cycling. They write, the Princess of Wales' athleticism is something that started in her childhood. While she shone in swimming, high jump, netball and hockey, Kate became joint captain of the tennis team with her friend Alice St. John Webster, continuing her penchant for athletics when she became a student at St. Andrews University. It was here that the future queen is said to have developed a love for cross-country running. And photographs captured from her early 20s also show that she was a keen cyclist too. From cycling to the gym to whizzing through town to work at Party Pieces, her parents' former business, unearthed photos from the Princess of Wales' sporty 20s prove she's royalty's most proficient cyclist. We won't go through all 7, but to give you a taste of how wonderful Kate is, Hello wrote, looking cool and casual in shades and sweats, Princess Kate was spotted cycling to her local gym in Bucklebury back in 2005, 3 years after she became Prince William's sweetheart. The princess reportedly spent an hour inside the fitness centre before embarking on a 20-minute cycle home. The Kateless media has really warmed up to the Queen. The Express recapped the Celebrating Shakespeare event in London, featuring an array of celebrities from the worlds of acting, literature and theatre. The evening, marked by Valentine's Day celebrations on February 14th, saw Camilla mingling with notable figures, including actors, authors, directors and representatives from the National Theatre and the Royal Shakespeare Company. The occasion also saw guests expressing their well wishes for King Charles, who was initially slated to attend. By signing a large Get Well Soon card, the event featured performances from renowned actors including Gary Oldman, Robert Lindsay and Dame Judi Dench. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or hit subscribe if you're on YouTube. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue and good times.